Hey guys, so I wanted to tell you about a revision that I just did in the moment as something bad was happening, and tell you what I just found out the outcome is. Now, I can, of course, not be sure that what I did had any effect on the outcome, but here's an example of a revision and how you can use it and what happened for me. So Matt's mom, my fiance's mom, is moving across the country on Saturday. So a few days from now, and we've been in her state helping her to wrap up her living situation there, sell her house, get her house ready for a lot this last month. And so things are getting close to being done. And since I am the only short person who exists in that entire world of his, he's 6'5", his mom's super tall, his son is super tall, I'm the only person that could really stand up and do stuff in the attic. So other people have been in there cleaning it out, but I was up there doing kind of like the last stuff, you know, like getting the garbage swept out and everything. So the whole thing, I carried all the garbage down the attic stairs without incident, went back up there. It was 130 degrees up there. I was using the push broom to push all of the dust and all the rest of the shit that was up there towards the stairs, so that they could be swept into a bag over the edge of this kind of dangerous area. Managed to do all of this shit without falling, get everything done. I got all the dust in a pile, and I go to walk back down the stairs, and on the top step, all the dust that I had just shushed over there had collected invisibly, and my feet went out from under me, and I went down the stairs on my ass, and I think for like a half hour I was in shock from it. It was like one of the most painful things I've ever experienced. After about 30 minutes, I totally thought I was fine. You know, Matt's mom's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I was just like, "No, I'm good." I was mostly like exhausted from being in 130 degrees. That was my main concern. I was like, I'm gonna pass out. And then after like 30 minutes, it just started, like, this pain just started raging, and it got worse and worse and worse to the point I thought I was gonna throw up. I'm not somebody who like cries about things like pain. I'm somebody who yells like fuck about things like pain. And Matt was trying to give me like an ice pack to sit on, and I was just like, it hurt so bad that it was involuntary. I was just like crying from the pain. So I ended up going into a bedroom and laying on a mattress, face down with an ice pack on my tailbone area. And while I was laying there, I was just like, oh my God, I have been injured for the whole last like year and a half. I had a lower back problem, a herniated disc, which finally resolved itself. Then I started getting neck and shoulder and upper back problems, which resolved themselves completely through this thing where we're helping Matt's mom pack things, because there were a couple occasions where I was doing a lot of work, carrying a lot of heavy stuff, and was super sore the next day, and then for weeks afterwards, the neck and shoulder thing was gone. And so I figured out that like I just had weak muscles up there, and so a little bit of working out has completely fixed that. So that was just resolved in May. Then I got COVID, which had a similar level of intensity of just kind of like, being debilitating. Once that was over, I had a blissful couple of weeks and then fell down the stairs. So I'm laying there with the ice pack on my back and just thinking, what the hell? Like, am I ever just going to be like physically okay again? Reading about tailbone breaks and stuff and how they can be lifelong problems and all this shit. And I was just like, oh my God. And then I thought, no, this is a time to do revision. I don't usually do this stuff. Honestly, I've said on this channel a bunch of times, I don't try to directly control usually what's happening right in front of me. But I was just like, no, my mind is going towards the worst case scenario. And what I actually need to do, what I'm going to try to do, is to revise this a la Neville Goddard right now as it's happening. So what I did was I laid there and imagined myself going down into the basement where Matt was working and saying to Matt, hey, please make sure your mom does not go in the attic because I almost just fell down the stairs. And I imagined myself having just experienced what I did, only kind of sliding down the stairs on my feet and landing at the bottom of the stairs like, holy shit, I almost just fell. So I did that over and over and over and over and over again until I think I fell asleep for a little while there. And when I got up, I had taken some Tylenol, Advil, had the ice on me. It was way, way better. And that was Wednesday. It is now Sunday. And it seemed to improve for a couple of days. And then for the last couple of days, it's been okay, except for when I'm sitting and I stand up, it is just like the worst pain. So I was reading last night about it, and it said that that's a sign that your tailbone is broken. So I was like, well, shit, my revision didn't work. Oh, well, you know, I'm going to deal with it. I went out and walked 4 miles last night because I was just like, fuck it. I think, you know, I was sitting around analyzing what is the meaning of this for me? You know, why do these things keep happening? And the only thing I could come up with is, you know, I must be doing this to myself. And the only reason I could think of I would do this to myself is to challenge myself to continue to persevere even when the going is tougher than it was before. You know, when COVID happened, I got really inactive. Everything else that's happened in the meantime, you know, I haven't gotten back to being really active again like I like to be. My weight's gone up, which I hate. And so, I was like, okay, well, whatever. I'm just going to go out and go for a really long walk right now. Because I can do that. I can walk. Walking isn't super painful. So I'm going to go do that. Even though I'm very concerned that I have a fracture in my tailbone. I don't know what this is going to look like in the future. I don't care. I will just do what I have to do from now on. I will grin and bear it. I will do what I have to do. So I went for this long walk. Today I woke up, tailbone's killing me. I couldn't find a comfortable position, and I said, well, I'm going to go get an x-ray. Because if there's a problem here, you know, I need to get it. I need to get some record of it having happened right now, because if I need surgery or something in the future, Matt's mom's insurance is gonna pay for it. So I went and got my tailbone x-rayed, and it's fine. In fact, she said that entire area of your anatomy looks great and really healthy, which was really nice to hear, because I've had these back problems and these other skeletal issues, you know, what appeared to be skeletal issues. So it was really good to hear that everything is good there. I don't have any lower back weirdness in my spine, so it's probably, you know, my back problem that I had, which is resolved right now, was probably just like a bulging disc or something, no big deal. So that was awesome. I have a giant hematoma, which is what's causing all the pain. So those go away on their own after a couple weeks. Little ice, little ibuprofen. So that was the outcome of that. This was literally the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my life. I've never broken a bone other than a little one in my foot. That could have been the most painful experience, but it was 20 years ago. I don't remember. But yeah, I wouldn't at all have been surprised to find that it was fractured. So did my revision do that? I don't know, but I'm telling you, I did the revision. That's what I did in the moment, over and over, revised myself having not fallen down the stairs by telling Matt that I had almost just fallen down the stairs and he needed to keep his mom out of the attic. That was what I did. Here I am. My body's intact. Apparently within a few weeks, I will be fine. And in the middle last night of thinking I might be screwed, I might have a lifelong problem with my tailbone, I came up with it and said, well, you know what? If I do, that's just too bad, because I'm gonna get on with my life. I'm gonna get out there and start doing stuff again. Went out, did it, and felt really good afterwards. So yeah, weirdly, I really do want to know why it is I keep injuring myself. It's very strange. I don't know if it was to produce this challenge that I go do stuff anyway. But yeah, that's definitely something that I'm interested in having revealed to me. I'd like to know what this has been about. So weird times. And weirdly also, I just had this appointment with the doctor like an hour and a half ago. I just left the urgent care place, and I have had, like, since I left, I have had this like crazy anxiety. It's almost like they told me the opposite of what they told me. I feel right now like they told me it was broken, which is so weird, like physically. So, and I could tell by the way I'm talking, it's like, it's so weird. I don't know. I just wanted to get this video made so that, yeah, I have an accurate recollection of what just happened. So weird. Anyway, I hope that at least was interesting and, you know, maybe could give you an idea of what to do for revision. I think some people really struggle with, like, well, what would I say to myself to, that's really easy to me. Like, what would I say in this scene to indicate that something that just happened didn't happen? My scene was, hey, Matt, you got to keep your mom out of the attic because I almost just fell down the stairs. So that worked for me, I guess. Have a great day.